I'm the flat rate master, and today we're talking about when your day goes to, you know what I'm talking about. Everything's going good, then all of a sudden it hits the fan. Having a good day, then you're not. And for me, today was one of those days. First one we'll talk about is a Buick 3.8. Came in, crank no start, diagnosed it needing a ignition module. Pattern failure, verified it, no big deal. Get it pushed in the shop, putting the ignition module on it, it still doesn't want to start, and definitely doesn't get it started, doesn't want to stay running. So, scopes out, re-verifying everything. Crank sensor looks a little iffy. It's not going from a full crank from a full 0 to 5 volts. So okay, guess we got a weak crank signal. So did all my checks, put a crank sensor on it. It still didn't fix it. So now I'm going back and rechecking everything again. Go through and do all my checks again, and I came to the same conclusion. And now, by the way, I do have a full 0 to 5 volt square wave on both the crank sensor signals. If you're familiar with that vehicle, you know what I'm talking about. So, came to the same conclusion I came at the beginning. It needs an ignition module. Okay. And before you guys say anything, it was an AC Delco OE ignition module I put on. Bad part. So, okay. Order up another one, get it in. It looks like somebody threw it across the shop. Pins are bent for the coils, not installing that one. So, finally get a third one in. It fires up and fixes the car. Hopefully. But it made me question my initial diagnosis of needing a ignition module. So, bad day. Next one, yeah, I had two today. BMW has been sitting here since Monday waiting on a oil cooler line. Goes from the oil cooler to the oil cooler adapter at the filter housing for BMW. BMW, you know, screwed the pooch and didn't get us to us till today. Supposed to have it yesterday. Get it in. The O-rings I ordered for it are wrong, so had to get new O-rings. Get it all back together, crank it up, make sure everything's clean, all the oil's gone, because the whole reason it needed that was because the belt was squealing. So I had to already put a belt and tensioner on it. Got it all back together. It's sitting in my bay running, verifying no more leaks. And all of a sudden, by whoosh, the coolant reservoir decided it didn't want to hold coolant anymore. Got a nice little crack all the way down the side. If you want to throw your hands up and go, I don't want to be in this business anymore, screw this. Guys, you got to move on. You can't dwell on the fact that you're having a bad day. Now, these are parts failures unrelated to anything I did. I never came anywhere near this in my repair. The ignition module was just a bad part out of the box. Never been shipped out as far as I could tell. It was originally, the isolators were still in the bag. It never been installed as best I can tell. Just a bad part out of the box. It happens, even on OE. The other ones are where you screw up. It may be a complete accident. Been there, done that. You're prying on something, pry bar slips, you break a coolant tee off. You know, doesn't matter what it is, you're just having a bad day. You can't let those snowball. So if you're having a bad day, you will very quickly continue to have an even worse day if you dwell on it. You got to let it go. You can't sit there and go, oh, I'm losing money on this ticket and I'm not making any money. You got to put all that aside. Regardless of whatever it is, you got to put it aside. You got to let your anger go. You can't be mad working on a car. It just never works out well. You wind up breaking more stuff gets screwed up. You just have to move on. Just fix the car, go to the next one. It's a new car, new day, not really, but it's a new car. So move on, fix the car. You can't sit there and harp on it. You can't get mad, can't throw stuff, especially throwing stuff around the shop. You got to be careful because, you know, you might hit people and they tend to not like that. And I've worked with guys that would pick up impacts and throw them across the room, you know, across the shop. They throw a tantrum, basically. You can't do that. We all cuss in the shop. I do my best on this channel not to cuss, but we all cuss. We know we do. Or curse in parts of the country other than the South. But you got to just move on. You know, do that string of expletives and then move on. Nothing you yelling at, throwing stuff is going to fix anything. Calm down, take a minute, get a Coke, get a candy bar. You know, the pictures of the, you know, the commercials with the Snickers bar. You're having a bad day, go get a Snickers bar, calm down. Just go back, fix the car. If you broke something, go up front, take your medicine, bend over, get spanked, move on. It is what it is. Regardless of anything, this is auto repair. Whether you screwed up, whether the car just decided to break. Now, good news for us is this happened in the bay, by the way. Not on a test drive and not after the customer picked it up. So I'm getting paid to put this in by the customer. We sold it to the customer. He's okay with it, so, you know, you just got to move on. Now, if you break it, obviously, shop should pay for it. I don't agree with technicians paying for, you know, broken parts because, quite frankly, the shop owner gets the profits from everything. You just get paid to repair them. If you break too much stuff, they need to look at whether or not they should continue, you know, having you employed. But that's a whole nother subject. We're talking about what happens when it goes to hell. Just got to let it go. I mean, that's the best advice I can give you is you've got to let it go. All right, guys, I know this video probably is not going to be real popular on YouTube. Well, maybe. But you got to do what you got to do and you got to move on. So fix the car. I'm the Flat Rate Master. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Tell me why. And as always, subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'm the Flat Rate Master.